All right, thank you guys. Newcastle United takes on Sheffield in a 9 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Sheffield's the plus money favorite at plus 135. Totals 2 goals. The draw is plus 205, and if you like Newcastle in an upset, they're getting a very generous price point of plus 230. And following Friday's sports betting action, I'm 6-3 in my last 9 extra daily pick tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. Now, the extra daily pick is one of those packages that I sell, as I'm also 16-4 in my last 20 picks in that same category as well. And that's good for 80% during that stretch. I also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. A lot of great variety there. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And if you just want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, check out my current record, it's located right on the homepage. And the link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Newcastle's won just 1 out of their last 6 league contests. They've also really struggled offensively this year as well, tied for dead last in total goals scored. They're averaging less than a goal a game this year. And, more specifically, they're averaging just 0.86 goals per contest on the offensive side of things. Newcastle's also been victorious in just 9 out of 29 matches, while also ranking 13th in total goals allowed as well. Now, Sheffield, on the other side, they've given up just 6 goals in their last 11 outings themselves, and that includes non-league competition as well. Matter of fact, the Sheffield Ball Club hasn't lost a match in their last 14 straight, holding their opponents scoreless in 5 out of their last 11 contests. Now, Sheffield's currently in 6th place in the English Premier League and just 4 points behind 4th place Chelsea. They also rank 2nd in the league in total goals allowed. They're giving up just 0.86 goals per contest. Now, total-wise, just 2 out of Sheffield's last 10 got over the total of 2 goals. Meanwhile, on the Newcastle side, 3 out of their last 4 stayed under that number themselves. Give me Sheffield plus $1.35 and the under 2 goals in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Sunday's soccer action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just have to quickly remind you once again to, just want to quickly remind you, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I just got to quickly remind you that following Friday's sports wagering action, I'm 6-3 in my last 9 extra daily pick premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, once again, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that page. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And one of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. It's only $2.99 through the end of the month. And in addition to going 6-3 in my last 9, I'm also hitting at 16-4 in my last 20 picks in that category. And that's good for 80% during that span as well. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some more English Premier League. I'm talking about Aston Villa taking on Chelsea. And that's going to be an 11:15 a.m. Eastern start time. Chelsea's the $2 favorite, totals 3 goals. The draw is plus 340, and if you like Aston in the upset, they're plus 550, getting the job done for some plus money cash. Now, Aston Villa's winless in their last 6 straight. They were also held scoreless in 3 out of those 6. They're currently in 19th place out of 20 teams in the English Premier League. They've won just 7 out of 29 contests and ranked dead last in total goals allowed. Really playing some Swiss cheese defense in the backfield. Now, Chelsea on the other side, they shut out Everton 4-0 in their last outing. Very impressive victory there. And that was actually back on March 20th, right before the quarantine. They've also lost just 3 out of their last 14, holding their opponent scoreless 4 times during that span. Now, Chelsea's in 4th place in the English Premier League with their 14-9 record with 6 draws. They also rank 4th in total goals scored on the season. And speaking of the scoring in this one, just 1 out of Chelsea's last 5 stayed under the total of 3 goals. Meanwhile, on the Aston side, they saw just 2 out of their last 8 stay under that number themselves. So with all that said and done, all that in mind, give me Chelsea -1, getting the job done on the goal line, and the over 3 goals in that contest. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Everton squaring off against Liverpool, 2 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Liverpool's -165, no surprise there. Actually looks like kind of a short shot there. Totals 2.5 goals. The draws +310. And if you like Everton to get the job done, they're +450 on the money line. Now, Everton's lost just 3 out of their last 14 league contests, with marquee wins over Crystal Palace, Watford, and Newcastle United, just to name a few. They are taking on a Liverpool squad who, despite being in first place, they're coming off a 3-2 loss to Atletico Madrid in UEFA Champions action. Of course, that's a non-league play. That said, though, if you include non-league play in the mix here, this Liverpool squad has dropped 4 out of their last 6, including 3 shutout losses during that span. Shocking, I know. They were shut out by Chelsea, Liverpool, and Atletico Madrid during those non-league contests. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, 4 out of Liverpool's last 5 got over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the Everton side, they saw 5 out of their last 6 get over the 2.5 themselves. Guys, I think we got a live dog here. Give me Everton +1, getting the job done on the goal line, and the over 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, moving on, we're going to take a look at some Spanish La Liga action. I'm talking about Celta Vigo versus Deportivo Alavs, and that's going to be an 8 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Celta Vigo's +$1 on the money line, totals 2.5 juice to the under. The draw is +210. And if you like Alavs in the upset, they're +340 for the outright win. Now, Alavs is coming fresh off an impressive 2-0 shutout victory over 5th place Real Society. They've also lost just 2 out of their last 8 and garnered themselves a 1-1 draw in a very impressive effort against 3rd place Sevilla. They're taking on a Celta Vigo team who hasn't won a match in their last 4 straight. Matter of fact, Celta Vigo hasn't scored a goal in their last 4 matches. They're in 17th place out of 20 teams in Spanish La Liga right now, victorious in only 5 out of 29 total matches. Celta also ranks dead last in the league in total scoring. They're averaging only 0.75 goals per contest. Now, total-wise, no surprise here. Celta's last 5 straight all stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, Alavs on the other side saw their last 4 straight stay under the 2.5 themselves. 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under that total. Give me Alavs +1, getting the job done on the goal line, and the under 2.5 in that contest. All right, next matchup I have for you, it is going to be Valencia taking on Osasuna, 1:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Valencia's -105, pretty good price point there. Total's 2.5 flat. The draw's +250, and Osasuna's +290 for an upset. And if you like Osasuna in this matchup here, they're coming fresh off an embarrassing 5-0 shutout loss to Atletico Madrid in their last outing. They've only been victorious in 2 out of their last 9, suffering multiple goal losses in 5 out of those 9. Osasuna's in the bottom half of the standings in 12th place. They've been victorious in just 8 out of 29 contests. They also rank 16th in total goals allowed in the league. They're taking on a Valencia team who's 11-8 on the year with 10 draws. They're currently just 4 points back of 5th place in the 20-team La Liga, right in the mix there. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, Valencia saw 2 out of their last 3 get over the total of 2.5 goals. 8 out of their last 10 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the Osasuna side of things, they saw 3 out of their last 5 get over that number themselves. Meanwhile, 6 out of their last 9 also got over the 2.5. Give me Valencia -1, getting the job done on the goal line, and the over 2.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Real Sociedad taking on Real Madrid, 4 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Madrid's minus 135, another good price point there. Totals 3 goals. The draw is plus 290, and Society's plus 350 for an upset. Now, Society's coming fresh off a shocking 2-0 shutout loss to 12th place Alavs in their last outing. They're also winless in 3 out of their last 4, with 2 of those matches resulting in shutout losses. They're taking on a Real Madrid squad who beat 8th place Valencia 3-0 in their last outing themselves. They've also won 3 out of their last 4, including a very impressive 2-0 shutout victory over first place FC Barcelona during that span. Madrid's currently in second place in the league with 62 total points, and that's just 3 points behind first place Barcelona. Real Madrid is a very impressive 18-3 on the season with 8 draws, and they rank first in total goals allowed. Very good defensively. They're giving up just 0.68 goals per contest on average. They also rank second in total goals scored as well. And speaking of the scoring in this one, just 1 out of Real Madrid's last 6 actually got over the total of 3 goals. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad on the other side saw just 1 out of their last 11 get over that number themselves. Give me Real Madrid winning this one outright in the under 3 goals in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Saturday or Sunday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.